everybody on YouTube, Twitch, Volley, JB Motorsports and USRN. Welcome to the Hy-Vee One Step 250. It's time for the invocation. Let's go straight over and take a listen in.
You will not let our foot slip as we take one helping step at a time. Please bless the Iowa Speedway and the Hy-Vee family as we join them in finding and meeting the needs of others. May your hand of protection be on the competition of this great day, and all the glory is yours in Jesus' name. Amen.
Please remain standing as Season 16 American Idol winner Maddie Poppy performs our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The fly past begins, the atmosphere builds. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to round 12 of the IndyCar series. We are born ready to go, and the Hy-Vee One Step as well, 250, the second race of the weekend. Alongside me in the commentary box today is Josh T and Omi. Pleasure to have you both with us once again. And hopefully, fingers crossed, this is going to be a very exciting race. Just waiting for all our graphics to load in officially. I think some of them already have. Just waiting for the timing tower to be correct. We're showing the results from the warm-up session that happened earlier on today. That is two 10-minute groups. Interesting to note from that as well is that Kyle Kirkwood was not allowed to take part in that session as well. He was deemed to have missed the weighbridge on Friday's weigh-in, so he was given that penalty to miss today's warm-up session ahead of race 2. Don't think they needed it, but still, Power topped the session from Sato, Canapino, Castroneves, Daly, the top 5 as well. Yesterday's race winner, Joseph Newgarden, further down in the timing sheets, he was 24th on the speed trap fastest as well, but all should be good. Race 2 underway in around about 10 minutes time. The drivers starting their engines will be in around about 7 minutes time, so we're all getting set. Let's say good afternoon to our punditry team now as well, as we're on here quite quickly to go over to the invocation and the national anthem as well, which is slightly earlier than planned. Is that Ed Sheeran? It looks like Ed Sheeran. Everyone goes on about Ed Sheeran at this time of the year. Is it Ed Sheeran? Yes, it is Ed Sheeran. He will be our green flag in IndyCar today, and that's fantastic to see. So that's very nice. He's going to wave the green flag and not at an Indy 500, but at the Iowa 250. Okay, Josh T, happy birthday to you on the call today. For everyone listening again on USRN, thank you very much, by the way, Philly, for joining us for Formula One. As our timing towers load in now, all set. What are you predicting ahead of this race today?
Yep, thank you. And, well, it's going to be a good race. We only had one caution yesterday, so hopefully we'll have more cautions today. Ed Sheeran is 2 steps away from waving the green flag here at Iowa Motor Speedway, and I think it's going to be a good one.
Hola Omi, hola Josh, Les Flamey, and T as well. That's you over there as well. With the comment yesterday in the session. Omi's with us as well. Both moved up from the pit lane to the com box today. Adam was with us for the Hungarian Grand Prix, so very much he's taken the rest of the day off. And Synthel was with us this morning for F2 and F3. But Omi, you've been with us all day once again. I think everybody, the hard graft team we are. But one more race, and it should be a best race because yesterday only one caution. But as you said yesterday, everything could explode today.
Yep, everything can explode today, and I think IndyCar better deliver, because I have to say, today's racing has under-delivered, especially, I have to say, in a bit of F2 and F3, but F1 also under-delivered. The Porsche pickup was good, though, so I think IndyCar does have quite a bit to do to make our day good and end this racing weekend happily as well. So it's going to be a great race 2. So hopefully, as Josh T said, which just sound a bit weird, but more cautions, please.
Yeah, just a few, just to make sure that we have a good race. We haven't got our driver tracker yet. That's weird, but the Command Sound Engines hasn't come on just yet. But it's not yet available yet. We've got our data screens on, so slightly weird, not concerning just yet. In all of this, as we take a look at what's happened in the season so far at St. Pete. And
Command in 5 minutes.
Command in 5 minutes. Thank you very much as they come through. Hello to Jeff, who's watching along. I need to put my glasses on, actually, to read these YouTube comments coming in. Right Fossil says, if you're new to this channel, you're in for a treat. As Joshua Birch, one of the most exciting play-by-play race callers on the planet. I'm not paid to say that. But even if I was paid to, even if they do pay me, I want big bucks, race tickets, press passes, and filet mignon for lunch. Would you like to add a Dom Perignon to that as well? But yeah, we don't pay you, but that's very kind, thank you. I'm sort of losing my voice after this weekend as well, and there's been a lot of action to call this week. Next week it's even worse. There's so much next week. 6 different series, of course. F1, 2, 3, Porsches, Formula E, and touring cars, and I swear I'm missing one. I don't think we've got IndyCar after this one, which is good.
It is next weekend, F1, F2, F3... Formula E, NASCAR, BTCC, Porsche, F1 Academy.
That's 2 we don't cover. That's fine then. So that's all good. Should be fun. Going in there. Adam says, I'm not on the call today, but Alright Fossil is absolutely right. It's awesome to be with Josh Omi and Josh T doing races with those good gents. Pleasure to have you on for the last few races. Adam as well. Hello to everyone. Jeff said hello, everyone. Hello, Jeff. And Alright Fossil says, Chadwick caught fire at the end of yesterday's race. Looking forward to meeting her in Indianapolis in 3 weeks. Right, Fossil also said good fire, not flaming fire. She passed several. Oh, I see what you mean. Fire. Good. We didn't see the Indy NXT race here in the UK. It wasn't on Sky F1. We couldn't find it to record, so we've had to find it via other means as well. The IndyCarLive.com. Anyway. Thought we were just getting ready to throw down, but there is Ed Sheeran. It is Ed Sheeran. He's waving our green flag today. So that's... Oh, look, he's practicing. Yeah, that's it. Give it a good wave. Can we get that? Josh T, can you screenshot that if possible? On your pictures, can you rewind, take a photo and send it to me? As I can send it to a friend of mine to say, look, Ed Sheeran's waving the green flag. Can we have Taylor Swift do it as well? That'd be really nice. Actually, I really like Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift as well. Great music they both do together, and their duet as well was fantastic. Sorry, we're talking Taylor talk, which is always interesting. But let's go down to Kevin Lee. He's in the pit lane.
Even though we were on the podium, we just didn't have it. So we took a big gamble today. Anything else would be accepting defeat. We're going to go after it. Big changes. Said it might work. Also, keep in mind, the last 3 doubleheaders, Pato Award has won the second half of those races, including here last year. Dave.
Kevin, I want to highlight row number 2 today at the Iowa Speedway. It starts with the 33 car of Ed Carpenter. Part-time driver, full-time owner, loves to still race the ovals. This will be his 4th time on an oval this year. And guess what? It's his 200th IndyCar start. Good luck, Ed, starting 4th. Inside of him, David Malukas in the 18 car. Another car to keep an eye on because he was very quick and obviously qualified very well. 3rd, talked to David just a moment ago. They got caught with the strategy, caught with the yellow flag. They believe they can go to victory lane here this afternoon. Lee?
Good stuff, Dave. So much to look forward to, so much to watch. How about the guy that we call the Ninja, Mr. Fast Hands, Pato O'Ward? He won the 2nd race here last year, and he was the first non-Team Penske car.
Yeah,
yesterday.
and prior to yesterday, he was the most recent winner. Last year, Pato Award getting it done with those ninja fast hands, working the high line down in 1 and 2. Brave, super brave move, and it paid off. And you might wonder, what can Pato Award do today to stop the Team Penske freight train and Joseph Newgarden? He did it last year, but this year, Penske's come with even more performance. And James, I'm going to use an NFL analogy as we build our countdown to Sunday Night Football. Newgarden is like a defensive end that is just sacking the quarterback like crazy. How do you stop him? I think you got to jam him early. If you're Pato Award, you need to go big again on the start this year. Get up front, get in front of Team Penske, and drive dirty air for them to try to fight through. That's the only chance he has today.
That's very kind of what they're saying there as well, that that's the only one they've got to go with. That could be a big possibility, of course, that we're going to see big accidents. And of course, as you take a look at Joseph Newgarden, he also having big accidents here. But it was last year in race 2, hit the wall coming out of turn 4, Josh D, and it was a backwards accident. It was quite big, and it was caused by Synthel.
Yes, one of the millions of crashes last year that was caused by one person, and that one person, as you said, being Simple, middle name Caution Maker, I think. And yeah, it's hopefully Simple might be able to pop in chat. I know he's going to, but I believe we're moments away from the command.
We are. Here we go.
University of Iowa head coach Kurt Ferentz.
Drivers, start your engines.
Command given.
The most famous words in motorsport. Drivers, start your engines. We are all go. Where did Jamie Chadwick qualify? I'm not too sure in terms of the Indy NXT race. This is the main IndyCar. Ryan Fossil, could you help Brad out there? Here's the grid then. It is Will Power, pole position number 70 of his career, Scott McLaughlin, then David Malukas, Ed Carpenter, Colton Herter and Graham Rahal taking on the first 3 rows of the grid. Further down, Joseph Newgarden and Helio Casneves, Scott Dixon and Marcus Ericsson. Then it's Pato O'Ward and Alex Palou. Then it's Takuma Sato and Venus Vike, Connor Daly and Felix Rosenquist, Carl Kirkwood alongside Alexander Rossi. And then further down as well, Devlin DiFrancesco, Roman Grosjean, Christian Lundgaard and Jack Harvey, Augustin Canapino and Callum Ilott. Then Ryan Hunter-Reay and Stingray Robb, and Santina Ferrucci and Benjamin Pedersen going through at the back of the field. Being asked the question, did anyone else see Lando breaking Max Verstappen's trophy? Yep. We did indeed, and I didn't catch it on air, but I caught it off air when we were doing the podium ceremonies. Cheeky little bugger, isn't he, for Lando Norris? Those things are expensive.
Yeah.
I saw something about this. So Lando Norris broke Max's trophy.
Yes, he hit the champagne bottle on the floor, and as he did it on the step, it knocked Max's trophy off.
Oh.
Yes. Is anyone else having problems with the IndyCar app? Is it just me, or is there a problem?
We are checking.
Because I can't have access to the... No, it's everyone. Because it's also not on my other account. So we've got no driver tracker at the moment. We got comms, we got timing, we got laptop, we got camera, we got fire, but we got no driver tracker. Which was a great thing from that Come Fly With Me Little Britain thing that they did about 15 years ago now. But around they go, there's Roman Grosjean, better qualifying for race number 2, down in 20th position. But Will Power, 184 mile an hour was even better. But this is what happened yesterday. Iowa race 1, then there was a spin on the back straightaway. We didn't see that. Did that cause a caution?
That was last year.
That was last year for
with,
Grosjean.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yes, and this was Graham Rahal's first caution caused a week yesterday afternoon. I was wondering what we were seeing for some reason with Jimmy Johnson on the screen. It was built as yesterday's date as well, but we weren't here a year ago, I don't think. Well, we were, we just lost out on that one. Either way, strong performance
We
is
were
coming.
here a year ago on the same weekend.
Really? Blimey.
Yep.
That is
How
scary.
do I know? Because B-Day.
Ah, of course. Well, that means we also did the French Grand Prix back-to-back. My goodness, that day last year.
Yep.
Or was it the year before? Can't quite remember.
French Grand Prix, and that is one to go.
So we're going to get ready for the green flag.
Ed Sheeran there, debating whether he wants to go back to London or not.
Yeah.
Josh,
Yes.
there's a new fan in the Twitch chat. I think you need to say hello to him.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look on the Twitch chat. Oh, it's you, Amy. Hello, Amy. Here we go then. Ready to go. Here, Ed Sheeran waves the green flag, and we're racing for number 2 here at Iowa. It's a good start from Will Power and from Scott McLaughlin. Marcus Ericsson going round the high line, taking past Colton Herter as they swing down the back straightaway. Marcus Ericsson are getting a little bit involved. Rossi and Rosenquist in a battle mid-throw back in the pack. Scott Dixon's on his own now as Pato O'Ward battling with Colton Herter, and a little bit unsteady there as well. That comes from David Malukas with Ed Carpenter just behind him. Marcus Ericsson's going around the outside. There's a paper bag flying up in the air as well to get a little bit more danger. But it's all good start as lap 2 is complete here at Iowa with 248 laps to go. And now on the outside, this is Pato O'Ward. He's going to take Carpenter for 6th position on the high line. Ericsson's trying to get through on Malukas for 3rd. Further up, and he's going to go down low. He swaps sides, and Ericsson passes Malukas. He's through. Power leads with McLaughlin 2nd. The two Penske's making the same deal they did yesterday to get a clean start. 4 laps down, and we are racing here at Iowa.
Yep, here at Iowa, the laps just tick away. The race takes an hour and a half with one course, and I think it was yesterday. So we'll see how fast it takes to complete 250. Lap 4 completed, we're on to lap 5 now. We are just into this race, but Power out in front.
It's just the beginning, isn't it, Omi? But Power commanding it as he did yesterday, keeping the flow going at the front.
Yep, commanding it currently is Power right at the front. Has about a 5/10 gap, as you can see them all make their way through. We've currently kept it all clean. There hasn't been any contact here on lap 6, but there is still a long way to go in this one. So they're going to continue battling this one out all the way till the end. Very long race, and yeah, this is going to be a great one, but we're only just getting started.
This is Pato O'Ward on the start. Now he's done something we need to look at. He cuts off the middle. In fact, O'Ward loses massively, and I thought there was contact in the back. He almost makes hitting, I believe, where he started from. That's going to be Takuma Sato. So a few little bit of Tavares. Still no driver tracker. The IndyCar app is just not working. I don't know if Josh Tees is the same, but right now we've got nothing. Here he is. Look, he's alongside Ericsson O'Ward on the replay. And he missed the start. He downshifted. Oh no.
Did he think it was one to go?
I think he did. Well, that came by pretty quickly, didn't it, this start? It caught us by surprise. But look, he got a great getaway afterwards and regained to 6th. Maybe tactical. Might be tactical. This track is too small, says Brad. It provides some interesting racing. We've just got to get into the swing of it. But effectively, this is part 2 of the race. So we had part 1 yesterday, and now we have another 250 miles. It's a 1-mile track. It goes round and round and round. Power leads McLaughlin, Ericsson, followed by Malukas, Newgarden and O'Ward, Carpenter, and we're just waiting for the driver tracker to work. At the moment, no such luck on the systems. We are waiting. Has anyone said anything on Twitter? That would be something I can always look at if IndyCar's saying your app's not working, your app is broken, all that luck. Because I'm waiting, but nothing there. We'll have a placeholder, shall we, for now, while we wait to get going again. And we're on board with Pato. He's again stuck in 6th position. He's got Newgarden just ahead of him as well. And now, pretty quickly, they've all slowed down. Jeff says F1 is boring now. As soon as Verstappen took the lead, the race was over. Brad says, why is IndyCar laps not miles per hour in time? Or in miles per hour, not time. On ovals, we don't do it in time, we do it in speeds. So highest speed qualifies. It's how ovals work. It has done since we started racing on ovals. So it's in terms of the time, it's fastest speed goes top. So 168.083 mile an hour for Marcus Ericsson. That's the fastest lap on that previous run around. And now, we're taking a look at Marcus Ericsson on the start. He was with Scott Dixon.
Yeah. So let's see how this one's gonna play out. So he actually gets a very good start, makes it 3 wide, gets a electric start, but is he now gonna just start losing out to some other cars? Yeah, it looks like but he loses out momentarily, but then just comes back straight away, tucking nicely in the slipstream there, and then he's just able to make some places. So obviously, so some drivers gaining and losing at different parts. So yeah, very interesting start though, as I keep getting pinged. But yeah, as we have a battle now on the circuit.
Down towards turn 1 again. That's Power. That's already lapped traffic. So Power's passed Pedersen, and he was at the back of the field. Stingray Rob has also been lapped. So this is already the action. It's taken 16 laps to get to lap traffic. Yesterday it took 12. We've been racing for around about 3 minutes, and NBC have gone to their first break of the day. 3 minutes? Are you serious? Oh dear.
Oh.
And apparently the app is just not working for everybody. That's what I'm finding out. IndyCars bigger than F1 cars? Yes, they are. Just about a few inches bigger at the rear, with the rear axle being larger with a higher engine capacity than Formula 1. But there's Herta. He's in a battle with Alex Palou, our championship leader. Palou's in 10th, Herta's in P9, and Palou's trying to go up high in towards turn 3. Herta's down low, not going to swing anything there, I'm afraid, as they come through to it. But yeah, the app is not working at all, which I find it's absolutely funny. Yeah, is it working?
I would check my camera.
Oh, let's have a look. So is it just me? Do they hate me?
I am just gonna hold this there.
Yeah, just hold that there for now. There you go.
Just hold it there.
Come on, is it working? It's not working yet.
There you go.
Is it me? Is it like you must update your app or something or other? Right, let's go battle. Is that
real to it?
Palou's down low, Herta's still up high to take the position. So there's a little bit of confusion as to what is actually meant by just be careful. Palou's past Herta though, up to 9th position. So that's all gone. Harry Potter awaits apparently. Go again?
Yeah, can he get past Carpenter now? He's gonna get through. So yeah, he's getting 2 places there.
Palou's on fire now in this race, and he's getting really quick. IndyCar's an update, minor bugs fixed. But I'm still not seeing anything on my... How have you got it? Are you on an Android phone?
iPhone.
What is... I have no idea why I am not getting the leaderboard. Like, I really am not. I'm actually quite concerned that I'm not getting it.
Have you double-tapped home button, swiped up and opened it?
Yes, all of that lovely jargon that we've just been on about. So this is going to be great. Sign in. Come on. No, don't pay. Jesus Christ. Josh T, take the coverage.
Yep, so Newgarden on board, and he is being hunted down by Malukas. The battle for 3rd right now is Ericsson, Newgarden, and Malukas 3rd down to 5th. Power has got the lead. He's just lapped the number 20 of Ryan Hunter Ray, as I believe NBC are coming back. Yes, they are. So if you are watching on NBC, welcome back to the Iowa 250 race 2. But
okay,
top 5.
Yeah,
Power, McLaughlin, Ericsson, Newgarden, and Luke.
I have zero control right now over... I do not have any timings over the app. I have no idea. No, don't bother with that. Also, we can't hear you. There we go. Try again.
So, yeah. Lap 25 of 250 with 10% there already.
No, I've no idea why I can't access it, but I'll try turning my iPad off and on again. Let's see if that does anything. It probably won't, but, you know, you've got to try something, haven't you? Oh, radio.
You guys are kind of managing their tires around you.
Oh, I know! 3 wide! Ferrucci on the high line, Ericsson in the middle, and we've got Joseph Newgarden right in the centre, going up into 3rd position, and Newgarden nearly taking out with Marcus Ericsson. Huge accident, it was avoided, but only just in towards turn 1. That was insanity. And here comes Power in a battle with McLaughlin on the inside at turn number 3. Power's on the high line. McLaughlin goes down low as they exit turn 4. Power has the drive, but McLaughlin, he wants a win on an oval, and he wants the win here.
He does. This is the battle for the lead. Power still takes it. We have a little bit of a glitch saying the top 4 within 1,000th of each other, but I don't think they are. Little time and screen glitch. They're coming back up to traffic. I believe Graham Rahal is in front of them. No, it is the 30 of Jack Harvey correction, but McLaughlin just 2 tenths behind on lap 29 of 250 at Iowa.
A lot of action to keep into it, a lot of pressure that they need to sort of fly into the face of, and here we go indeed, side by side, and McLaughlin across the line, wheel to wheel stuff with Will Power, and Power somehow still holds on. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's still keeping in the delta time. Power and McLaughlin at the exit of 3. Newgarden's joined. It's yesterday all over again. McLaughlin tight on the low line. He's being followed by Joseph Newgarden. Power's on the exterior and he's swept back through, but the Penske's are now together as they start to segregate through the rest of the field. We've got our timings back. Briefly.
Yeah, the driver track is having its moments. It freezes every now and again. Newgarden is in the lead. Newgarden's just overtaken, and now McLaughlin's going to try and go on Power across the line, but he's just not far enough, and back markers as well. I believe that's still the number 30 of Jack Harvey. Yes, it is still in the way.
Joseph Newgarden takes the lead with a brilliant move around the outside of Power and McLaughlin at turns 3 and 4, and he's lapping the rest of the field. Newgarden must be on a higher fuel load in terms of the fact he's going to be pitting quite soon compared to Power McLaughlin. So Newgarden wants to do the double. Win on Saturday, win on Sunday, the only doubleheader of the year, and he might just do it. But now Power's in trouble with McLaughlin right behind him. And look, the Penske's being passed. That's Malukas, and that's for position. So Power is fuel saving, and now look round the outside goes McLaughlin for second place across the control line. So Power's fuel saving and he's holding everybody up, and that's what allowed Newgarden to hit the front.
Yep, Newgarden has got a 8-tenth gap, but 8 tenths is absolutely nothing on an oval. We're on board with O'Ward now, trying to get past Malukas. This is for 4th position. O'Ward 5th in the number 5 currently as we go across the line to start lap 35.
This race once again being dramatic and exciting, Omi, and they're still side by side. Make one mistake here, it's going to be a huge accident. We only had one caution yesterday. That came into the 170s in the race.
Yeah, Malukas, though, going for it here on Power. Will he get the move done to the inside? He's going to get that move done. So Malukas takes 3rd place for now, but he's going to change so quickly here on an oval as Pato O'Ward now also on the back of Power. So the position changing very quickly, but it's a very good race as now O'Ward looks to the inside line. Can he get the move done?
Yes, he can, and he's through. O'Ward passes Power. Right, Power's got a box, in my opinion, ASAP. Because otherwise...
he's gone from the lead all the way down to 5th. And then Dixon's now coming.
Here comes Dixon down low into turn 1. They're side by side through 1 past the pit entry line. Sorry, the pit exit line. They're still side by side going down the back straight, and that is O'Ward going down low on Malukas. There's nearly contact into 3.
And that's very close to avoiding the contact, so very well done from everybody. They try their best, they always do, and they are keeping the accelerations together. O'Ward still going down low in the centre, and Malukas trying high through 1 and 2. There's, I believe that is Venus VK in the way, and it's just getting messy. As through goes O'Ward, Malukas being forced down low, so O'Ward goes on to 3rd.
Correction, it looked like Venus VK. It was the number 33
Ed
of
Carpenter.
Ed Carpenter. And here's a replay of Power, I believe, with the back marker of Harvey.
Yeah.
And this is the move for the lead, an amazing move. Takes both of them.
How long have we been racing? About what, 15 minutes or so?
14 minutes.
14 minutes. We're already on lap 40 of 250. This race is quicker than the one we had yesterday already by this point. How on earth have we got quicker? Same duration, same tyre temps and everything. It's just bizarre. But a full-on go is exactly what we need. As Newgarden circulating now as NBC go to an ad break.
Anybody watching the tricky triangle at Pocono for NASCAR? The cars are rolling, and this is Malukas. Dixon goes to the high line. I'm guessing trying to overtake Malukas. Yes, this is for 4th position. Dixon up high. He does it. Dixon in 4th.
Great move round the outside. He tried it a couple of laps ago. Was unsure, but he squeezed it through. And now we've got Herter side by side with Rosenquist. Rosenquist down low. Herter's up high. Now, Rosenquist should have the power through 1 and 2. Herter's being dragged almost towards the wall. Someone's committing to the pit lane entry line. It's Santino Ferrucci, and he's into the pit lane for the 2nd time today. He just came in and he's gone in again. So Ferrucci, a 2nd time through the pit lane. Already we're having cars lapped. Newgarden.
Carpenter, Ray Hall, and Di Francesco.
Our last 2 winners in the pits, by the way. So our last 2 winners together on the track. Newgarden and Ferrucci together on the track, making some moves. So it's exactly what we wanted to see and exactly sort of what we needed to see as they come through. If you want anyone sat down, I've got my shoe off again. Go on.
Yep, so VK has just been lapped as well. There's some close there on pit road. This is Roman Grosjean, and this is Newgarden trying to lap Roman Grosjean. Nearly. There's very nearly contact. Newgarden's trying to go low on Roman Grosjean.
Trying to take off his front wing at several times. It's never good. Grosjean gets through. There's no blue flag in ovals for IndyCar, so they've got to do these overtakes at their own speed because you can't go low. And Grosjean's gone back round the outside. Newgarden's let him through there. I reckon Newgarden's going to plan to come into the pit lane soon, so he's fuel saving it a bit more now because we're approaching our first pit stops if you're on a lighter load, which I think he is, to get a 1.4 second advantage to McLaughlin. VK and Hunter Ray down pit lane as we see Newgarden side by side with Grosjean once again coming out of turn 1. Newgarden's on the low line, Grosjean on the high line, and they're still side by side, Omi, and now he gets through. But again, surely he's got to box soon.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like that Grosjean's going to get in more contact today, some way, somehow, or he'll crash on his own. But yeah, still a lot of battling going on, and this race flying by, already lap 48, so it's gone very quickly, almost lap 50.
Yeah. Lap 50, of course, will be the 20% mark completed already. We've only been racing for around 16 minutes. I believe Roman Grosjean, Venus VK, and Colton Herter have come down pit road. Yep, Colton Herter is in.
There he is indeed. So Newgarden stays out with Newgarden and McLaughlin, O'Ward, Dixon, Malukas. You know, trying to tie your shoelaces when you're not actually looking at them is really difficult. Grosjean's down pit road though, and I think we got some audio.
Kevin Lee's there.
Kevin Lee.
And we also saw a couple of the Ed Carpenter Racing cars come in, so that tells you it's not going well. Grosjean said it is rough right now, so they came in to try to get fresh Firestones, Shell fuel. He said he tried some big things this morning. It did not work at all.
Disappointing that it didn't work out. Sort of expected it though, as I've managed to get my shoelace tied back up. As we stand up here in the team's box, and as we see, there's Power just out ahead of Grosjean. Grosjean's going a couple of laps down now. He's 2 laps down on the lead lap at this stage of the race.
I don't know why, I thought a car spun in the background.
I thought one had spun. I was looking towards the background as well in the little box picture. Kirkwood has moved up 10 spots, apparently. Oh no, yesterday he moved up 10 spots. He's up 5 already right now. Kirkwood's into the pit lane though, so is Christian Lundgaard, so those spots don't really count much overall. Do you know, I'm gonna text Crofty later with a really interesting question he's probably never heard before. I'll tell you that after, because Will Power's down pit road for the first time today. Lap 52 of 250, 198 to go, and Will Power's down pit lane.
And he was told the others are running a little stiffer bar, so that's one of the changes that they can look to here. All the way towards pit out, Will Power comes in, started on pole, dropped back early on, now trying to recover and hope the car gets a little bit better as the race moves on.
Drop 2.
Away he goes. It was a good stop for Power. In comes Malukas.
On pit road now, Lee. They had smooth pit stops yesterday. Need one today. Running in the top 5 after passing cars from the start. Oh, a little waiting now. Stalled the car. That was the left rear.
Now Maluka.
Left rear tyres in and now down as well. Dixon, Maluka, Stingray, Rob.
Ready Autosport.
I'm surprised, guys, that these guys aren't into the 60s on lap count before the stops.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, actually. They've gone, Omi, incredibly early compared to yesterday when they were in 62, almost to 70s. We've come in incredibly early, and the race leader is in. Newgarden pits, so that puts McLaughlin. I think he's in 2, as is Award. So, yeah, Newgarden's definitely down pit lane, but they keep saying that they're in and out of the pit lane. The systems are glitching up here in the commentary box, but they are most definitely in pit lane. Dixon's in 2.
The reason for that is that the pit entry line's a weird one, and the timing beams kind of go over both of them.
Smooth stop from Newgarden. A lot of fuel being put in there. McLaughlin's in 2. Marcus Ericsson has taken the lead of the race. Now, this should be into the stop now. Let's go down.
All the way down towards pit out. McLaughlin comes in. Let's see if they make any kind of chassis adjustment. Seems to be pretty good at this point. Little turn of front wing. Firestone shell fuel. McLaughlin releases.
And Pato Award in the background. Here is the Arrow McLaren Chevy getting serviced and sent. Now, as Newgarden goes back out on the track and builds to speed, yesterday after his victory, you'd think it would be all smiles and high fives and celebrations. He had a pretty dour expression, and he was actually quite frustrated, bordering on mad and angry, and he was quite critical of other drivers in the way that they raced him, being the race leader when they were not on the lead lap. So we'll see what he thinks about the conduct of his peers today and how he negotiates that lap traffic.
So, it's lap 58 of this race. Palou and Rossi come in as well. Harvey's in. And now we're seeing, that's Ed Carpenter with Christian Lundgaard and Roman Grosjean involved. This is all over 13th, 14th position. And Ed Carpenter down in 25th position, so he's being lapped by lapped cars. In fact, Grosjean and Lundgaard are back on the lead lap now. So they are the last 2 on the lead lap as everyone else. Oh! Newgarden and Passion! Newgarden and Palou side by side and using Dexter Patterson as a go-between. And Newgarden right round the outside gets blocked by Ed Carpenter. Tries to go to the inside of him. Palou's down low in towards turn 1 and the top side. Newgarden goes back through. And that's to pull a lap on Palou, remember. He's 13th now in this field, but that was too tight to call. If somebody could drop the Discord link in the Twitch, please. Although, thank you. You should have it because the Discord link is in there. It's in the link tree. My horse Richard, just let you know, on the Twitch chat. There's a link tree, so you should be able to find it. But Josh T is dropping it in for you there as well. As the racing continues, 62 laps now of 250. There's Grosjean again, getting in trouble. Can't tell who with at the front though. It is Venus. That is Ryan Hunter-Reay actually in the 20 car with the blue liveried back and the gold front. Easy to tell the difference between the two this weekend. Newgarden leads, McLaughlin, Power, Dixon, Rahal the top 5, Malukas, Award, Herter, Ericsson, Kirkwood top 10, Lundgaard, Grosjean, last drivers on lead laps. Then we go to Palou, Rossi, Castroneves, Sato, Rosenquist, Canapino, Daly, Ilott, VK, Harvey, Di Francesco, Hunter-Reay, Carpenter, Pedersen, Ferrucci and Stingray Rob. They're the orders in this race so far as Newgarden laps Roman Grosjean. So only 11 cars remain unlapped here at Iowa. Lap 64 of 250 in Iowa race 2. A lot of action.
Great. Yeah, a lot of action already. So enjoying this race is kind of making up for some of the boring races we have had today. But it is going by very quickly, I have to say, unlike yesterday.
So, Joseph Newgarden leads 65 of 250 here at Iowa, race 2. And now we're back up as well for those NBC who watch along with us. They've gone to a break as well here on USON and JB Motorsports via YouTube and Twitch. We are still live on board with Dixon with Power going up high. And Dixon just in a game charge. Power doesn't want to go. This is for position for 3rd, remember. Dixon goes through, laps another car, and Power wants to get back in. This is an interesting race, actually, this one. It's developing into something that we didn't see yesterday, Josh and Omi. Starting with you, Omi, because Josh is having a drink. It's an interesting race where we could have actual drama and action, and 67 laps have flown by.
Yeah, but it's Power about to lap a car, and it has flown by, and yeah, there's been quite a lot of drama, but I wasn't paying too much attention to yesterday as Award gets past Rahul, but I think Josh T might be able to tell you much better of an answer than that, because he was actually in the pit lane, but watching more than me.
Josh T?
Yeah, I think we are gonna have more action today. Well, I hope for more action today. There's been a lot of overtakes. There's always tons of overtakes here at Iowa, and it always provides great racing. Any IndyCar on any oval race provides amazing racing, and it's good to have 500 laps and 500 miles split across 2 days, because at the end of the first day, you're like, I can't wait for the second one.
New Garden to the inside, Devlin DiFrancesco across the line. This is for lap positions. Return to lap 70 already. First pit stops under the belt. They can go now the 60 to 70 laps. That's the fuel window, but we've seen them pitting in the 50s in this one, so we could be expecting another distance before lap 110, which is just insanity to think about it as well. So there's a lot more going on in this race, as I know I'm talking to one camera, but I've got to talk to a second camera that's set up here in the commentary box in just a second to provide a quick link update for another show that is taking interrupted coverage this weekend. So it's just something that's being demoed, I'm being asked to, and I'm being counted down to in my ear. I've got 20 seconds before I have to do a little race update, which I suppose is everybody's likelihood. I think it's when NBC coming back on air, so they get the music in the background. And it's now. So if you're listening, I've got to turn to a camera and do another update. Lap 178 to go. Lap 73 of the race. Joseph Newgarden is the leader with Scott McLaughlin in second. Scott Dixon is third. Power fourth and Pato Award fifth. No cautions as of yet. Still, the field are separated by about 2 to 3 seconds per run. The top 10, the only ones in the field that haven't been lapped. We've done our first pit stops, everyone through safely, and now we're experiencing what is the lull before pit stop 2, but Newgarden escaping to the distance like he did yesterday in race number 1. So yeah, just got to sort of keep doing that throughout the broadcast as well. Oh my word, up front, Newgarden taking the bump, and there's so much action in here as well. Oh, look at her too. I presume there's something happened in the NASCAR race though, Josh T.
Massive spin. It looked worse than it was.
So that's where you can listen to the NASCAR race on US.
Love what NBC have done.
What have they done this time?
They've put Junior up on the flag stand for like the first 20 laps of the race, and it's amazing.
That's cool. That is fun. Let's go through the field.
Paired this race car back on track for Graham. And remember, he said the car was awful. He had to do a lot to it, suggest a lot of things working with engineering to get it right for today. He did the undercut, came in earlier than other cars, and that worked for a while, but now we see those older tires kind of catching up with him. Graham back to 10th.
I'll tell you what.
That's Graham Rahal, as he's now been passed by Alex Palou for 10th position. And just a reminder to everybody listening to us on USRN, coverage of the NASCAR race is on USRN as well. We are on USRN 2. So you can just go to USRN 1 for coverage of NASCAR. We are covering the IndyCar here. As Rossi versus Rosenquist battle for 5th, Award and Ericsson. We're looking at now. Can Award have the power? Can he fight Power and Ericsson as well? Because Power is in P4 and just ahead of them, only by what, 0.5 of a tenth. So actually, they're quite close together. Now 0.8. Newgarden lapping Palou for the second time. So unless that's Palou having a fight back, because according to our driver tracker, Palou in P10 is a single lap down. Augustine Canapino has passed Christian Lundgaard for 15th position. As we tick over now to lap 80 of 250, 171 laps to go here. As they churn in again, and Newgarden going to this time lap the 51 quite comfortably. So say bye-bye to Stingray Rob for the third time in this race. Has been lapped. It's getting quite bad now, isn't it, as well? It keeps getting lapped in the field.
Yeah, well, Stingray Rob, he has had a couple of good results, but he's also had a couple of really bad weekends. The top 9 now, the only ones unlapped. Colton Herter in 9th is about to get lapped. He's 21.5 seconds down than Carl Kirkwood, but there's a 10-second gap between Ericsson in 6th and Malukas in 7th. So
and here it
shortly,
goes.
yep, here we go. Round the outside. That's very close. That's too close for comfort.
Herter didn't know Newgarden was there. He came up on him so close, and now Power versus Pato O'Ward. This is what I said a few laps ago. And O'Ward to the low line at turn 3, but Power's got the high line, and he's got blocked by Carl Kirkwood ahead of him. He's lapped. So that's Power trying to lap Kirkwood. So this is what I mean. You make one mistake, and all of a sudden you're just lapping themselves. And Malukas is going to go up. So only the top 6 are going to be on the lead lap here. That's insane. The entire field have a shot to be lapped here by Newgarden and possibly McLaughlin.
Yeah, well, I think yesterday we had the top 3 or 4, top 2 or 3 as O'Ward's going to go round the outside out of turn 2, and he's done it. But is Power going to be able to come back?
No.
Not down the back straight.
So he's down low once again. And there goes Carl Kirkwood out the way. He's now been lapped by the McLaren. So it's lap 85 of 200. Oh, look at that from Ericsson. Nicely down low. He caught Power sleeping into turn 1. And he's made a lovely move and a lovely slipstream. So battling will continue. Battling will resume. And I think Power's going to have to come in for a second stop, maybe a bit early. And some people are, look. Rahal and Pedersen, who boxed early, are coming in.
Yep, so lap 86 of 250, we are nearly to lap 90, and we're nearly to the first 100 laps. We've only been racing for half an hour, and we're at 87 laps. But Kirkwood...
Caution! Full course yellow's out, don't know why. But it's carrying the wall, top of the picture, just brushing it, and that's enough to fall out the yellow. So there's no car
that was
in
a green
trouble.
Car. It was Ilott or Canapino.
It was Agustin Canapino who has brushed the wall, but he looks to be okay. But the stewards have still decided to throw yellow, despite the fact we had cars in the wall yesterday. The yellow flag has come out for no reason. So first caution as NBC go to a break. The yellows are out for the first time 30 minutes into the race.
This is where the IndyCar officials will be on saying that this will be a quicker caution. But the clean-up, I believe that was one of the clean-up units going out just to check for debris up on the high line on the wall. But the pace car is out on track. First caution of the day, lap 88 of 250, it was called on.
So it is... Sorry, Amy, go on.
No, just saying, agreeing with Josh.
So it is a track inspection. The reason for the caution, we've been told, which is mandatory, I suppose, but it was a light touch. There's no debris. They're looking, but there's nothing. So we should be able to go green quite quickly. But is anyone going to make some pit stops? This could help. Well, this has really killed Pedersen and Rahal, who had just stopped under green flag running. Now everyone's going to get a free pit stop under yellow.
Yep, most people are going to come down pit lane as well. A lot of cars, one lap down. I'm guessing they'll get the pass through as well.
Could be a possibility. We'll wait to see that, if that becomes the case, though. As things stand, if you're listening to us on USON, Newgarden, McLaughlin, Dixon, O'Ward, Ericsson, the top 5. And everyone's now just going to sort of take 5, chill out. Save tyres, save fuel, save anything you possibly can because you don't know what's going to be next.
Race control.
Yep. Pits are open.
Yeah, race control saying Agustin Canapino had contact with the turn 2 wall to cause the yellow, and race control also saying that the sweepers will make a full lap of the track, so it'll be a slower yellow.
So they're going to take this opportunity to fill out the field and clean up the track. We are going, however, to have some yellow pit stops, so it's around about the fuel window as well, 50-odd laps later. So they're going to take, I would guess, some longer runs, try and take it to the maximum duration of fuel and see where the tyre goes. First caution of the night, as we've had A little brush of the wall for Agustin Canapino at turn 2. The sweeper's doing a full lap of the field, but nobody harmed, nobody out of the race, and it was just a light touch, Josh T.
Yes, it was. We've got a replay of it now. It was just after the pit exit line, and you can see the wall move. Here's another angle of it. Yeah, just it looked like as he touched the wall, he was going to come down and spin it, but he kept his foot in it. He lifted, of course, when he hit it a little bit, but yeah, kept it straight. The caution did come out for a track inspection, but it looked like he might have a tiniest bit of suspension damage.
I suppose that's the best thing we've got, actually, Omi. He's not too bad.
Yep, lap 93 out of 250 currently, but yeah, gonna be interesting now as we check in with Alex Palau. There he is, championship leader. But he didn't have a good race last time out, and then obviously he's not too good at ovals this time around. So what track I'll be at next?
Following this, we will be at Nashville.
Is he good around there?
Clear your
Which one?
evening.
Who are we on about? Who's good again? At Nashville?
Palau. Alex Palau.
Hey, he's decent. You're rubbish if
So-
you're Colton Herter, by the way.
Right.
How far away was our timing screen delay, by the way? Oh, there we go, not by much. Timing tower slowing down once again. We'll get it back up for you. There we are. Just a few little glitches under caution, not too much. So, we're under yellow, and we're coming down for yellow pit stop. Herter takes the lead. Let's head down pit road.
See all the leaders coming here, and there they are, Dave, coming in file.
So leader Joseph Newgarden agreed with telemetry that his car was going just a little bit free, but no changes scheduled for the driver of the two. Hopefully just quick in and out. He's got a lot of time before the next ones get there. Kevin Lee.
Scott Dixon comes in from third, but he'll get to his box earlier in that orange and blue PNC bank car. And then around the corner, you see Scott McLaughlin closer towards pit out. Newgarden is already away. Dixon is going to release, race off pit road. Scott McLaughlin is also going to release, and who wins that battle? It's Joseph Newgarden, easily.
Yep, and McLaughlin Dixon, so they stay as they came in.
And these stops put such a premium on the air gun.
Nice pit stop there in total as well. So Newgarden will still circulate in the lead, Josh T, and that's exactly what we needed to see. That yellow has not changed anything. It's just sort of reset the field for another green flag run.
Yep, Newgarden will be happy about that. That was a little bit of a premature yellow, some would say, but they've got to get rid of the marbles if they have a caution and if they have the time to, which they do in this 250 lap race, even though it's a quick 250 laps.
NBC going to a break. As we say that, let's check in with Tom Gamemore for a bit.
Yellow for any hit on the wall. Kevin Ticehurst getting in touch on Twitter at Tom Gamemore using the Sky IndyCar hashtag. Where's this caution come from? Augustine Canapino hit the wall in the Juncos car. What they will do is a track inspection, and these speed safety must come first. Sometimes they do a track sweep as well, and also when we're into a pit stop sequence, they will elect to open pit lane, make sure everyone's in and out of pit lane, and then they'll get ready to throw the green flag. So we're approaching 100 laps of 250 laps, and it is again Joseph Newgarden in control, Scott McLaughlin in second place, and that for the ones that stopped early, that caution has helped them out. So look at the advantage that Scott Dixon has got. Carl Kirkwood's up to 7th, and Kirkwood off the back of his best oval finish yesterday where he finished 7th as well. It's really helped a handful of drivers. For the drivers that stayed out later, the likes of Alex Palou, it hasn't really benefited them. David Malukas as well. Marcus Ericsson did stay out later, but he's obviously got a rocket. That Chip Ganassi machine that Marcus Ericsson is in is looking like a strong package. We saw him really quick, of course, when they waved the green, but actually out of the cars that are running behind Newgarden. McLaughlin looks strong. Ericsson looks strong. It'll be interesting to see what O'Ward can do. Now he's up there as well. Scott Dixon, well, the question mark out because he's sort of been out of sequence, but he's going to now be up there and running on the same sort of strategies. We see the cars that were a lap down getting their lap back and now hitting pit road, and that's why we're still under caution to let everyone get in and out of pit lane, and then we'll be going green here again at Iowa, and there's still 150 laps of this race to go.
Right, we're down to pit road, and let's hand over straight to what's going on.
Iowa Speedway, still under caution. We're building closer and closer to a restart here in this high V one-step 250. Not only with the double header on track, but how about the on...
Okay, well, that's the music bit that we don't want to know about. We were interested in the pit stops as well, but it hasn't really filtered much of a change. Just turn off for a second. Kenny Chesney as well. We don't want any copyrights coming in as well to have an effect on our team because we've had enough of that, basically. We've been trying to be really good this weekend, and, you know, we've managed it. We're on lap 100 as Ed Sheeran waved the green flag to get us going. We have 150 laps complete. We have 150 laps 100 laps completed, 150 to go. Right, now we get serious. 40 minutes it's taken us to get to this point, plus a caution. The caution wasn't really necessary.
I think I behaved on the second channel.
Why? What did you do?
No, I said I think I've behaved on the second channel.
Oh yeah, you did fine. No strikes have come up or anything. I haven't seen anything. So you've behaved there. And we're coming ready for the green flag. Just technical.
Unless my face is copyright.
Yeah, I've got the copyright for it, by the way. Didn't you notice? We've been under yellow then. Pit entry is closed, and as they waved it around again, yeah, they've waved it off. They've waved off the start, so we are not going to have a restart. I hope they know that. Race control deciding they're not happy with the bunch up at the field. It's still too spread out.
He'll be getting pressed by Dixie.
Yep.
So that's nice. Nice little bit of teamwork there, saying he'll give the second lane up to Scott McLaughlin. So Scott, no, one of the big challenges.
So some teamwork there. Give up the second lane, says Newgarden. Doesn't want anything going wrong, I suppose. Don't want to risk everything going wrong. Are we green this time? Let's take a look. Newgarden, McLaughlin. We're waiting for the command to be given. Have they yellowed it again? They have. Yellow flag again. So what are they happy with, Omi, do you reckon? The field is not bunched up at all.
Yeah, so it looks like they're going to do another one and get the field fully bunched up first. So it doesn't look like they were happy on that occasion. It looks like we're going to do another lap and then hopefully we'll go this time if the field is bunched up this time.
Right, third attempt. Are we ready? Is everybody steady? Everyone been to the bathroom? We're not turning around again. We're going straight to our location. Out of the last corner, and it is waved off for a third time.
It's still not bunched up.
No.
Yeah, the gap at the back of the field.
Sorry, I can't hear.
Too big.
We can't hear Josh for some reason. He's a bit quiet. There you go. Try again.
The gap at the back so far off. So far back.
Oh my God. Should we do another 2x2? What is going on? Bunch up.
Get closer.
Right. Attempt 4. Are we green? I understand that NASCAR having problems with their telemetry data. Yes, they're all bunched up, so they're not happy again.
What's happened is that there's been a small reset of the field and race control are not happy with the order, asking Pelot to go ahead of Castro Neves, which has happened.
So they've manually reset the field?
Yes.
Oh, well, we could be for hours now.
The top 21 are on the lead lap, 22nd. One to go at the line, So 22nd through 25th for 1 lap down, 26th and 27th for 2 laps.
There's Pelot. That's who's been told to be given the command. Right, we are ready to go. 5th attempt at restarting this race. Lap 106 of 250. It's green flag, and away we go once again. And Newgarden gets a good restart. Look at Marcus Ericsson, and Will Power with Pato O'Ward. Will get swamped in that middle lane. Ericsson in the top half once again. Power got through, but it moves up. Only one position. Everyone looks like they're going to get through cleanly further back. Lundgaard and Cash and Evans were side by side. Power's right round the outside of the top half of turn 3 and 4. He gets past Marcus Ericsson, and McLaughlin takes the lead. Newgarden doesn't want to give it out. They're together in one, and Newgarden gets a little bit of a wriggle at the rear suspension. He keeps the lead as Power versus Dixon. Power to third ahead of Dixon. Ayrton's dropped back to fifth, and Newgarden desperately trying to fight off everything he can as they come off towards the line once again. McLaughlin with so much more speed in towards turn number 1, but he backs off. Well, some teamwork, but I think McLaughlin got a bit more of the toe, Omi, than anything he was thinking. It was nearly contact between the two Penske's.
Yeah, it got very close together. He got such a big slipstream that he wasn't even expecting it, so he had to back right out of it. It looks like Award also backed out of the 3-wide moment with him, and so he might have just backed out of it to avoid contact there. But yeah, incredible restart. Lots of action straight away as they're side by side in the background.
Yeah, and it's Marcus Ericsson with Scott Dixon. They're the two coming involved now at the back half of the circuit. And Josh T, they're getting again a little bit too close for comfort.
Yes, they are. Lap 111. Restart is under review from the IndyCar race officials, I have just heard in my ears. But McLaughlin going after Newgarden for the lead. There's a little bit of a gap, but it's good. Marcus Ericsson in fourth, Power third, and here's a replay of the restart.
They're overtaking before the line look further back, so at least several cars jumped the restart, and we've had that before at Iowa, and let me tell you something, it doesn't end well.
They're all desperate to get on with it, but some people are just getting on with it a bit too early. Desperate to just gain every single position they can, trying to get good exit. Look at the speed, he almost hit, so he has to move over to the inside line. It was such good speed for McLaughlin that he almost rammed into the back here. So he had to go to the inside, but wasn't able to get the move done there. But he's staying close.
That was so close there from Scott McLaughlin.
Yeah.
They crossed the line once more. Newgarden still leads them, but McLaughlin is closing up the gap. He pulls out to the high line. Newgarden comes up to the high line to defend as we go towards 3 for one more time.
And who's that coming into the pit lane? It's one of the Yonkos College of Racing. It is, thank you very much, Josh. It's Agustin Canapino who has come down pit road as Marcus Ericsson is side by side with Scott Dixon for 4th place. Dixon's gone through at the low line at 2 and 3. Ericsson takes the high line on the back straightaway and retakes him. So Dixon stays down low and they're still together side by side. This could last for a bit, but Dixon's got back ahead. Ericsson decided nope, not going high in that part of the track, so he's backed off.
Yep, Ericsson doesn't want to risk it there. Wise move. We're nearly halfway through the race. Still got more than 125 laps. 134 laps remaining. Lundgaard, our race winner from last time out in Toronto, is down there in 16th. For a half-second gap is not a lot on an oval.
There is Callum Ilott. He's running in P11. And he's got Rossi ahead of him, Rosenquist behind him, so there's still a few little positions he wants to, not threat with, but go through. Let's go down to pit lane.
Those drivers from European upbringing who didn't know ovals before he got here and has shown very well so far this year, has had strong runs. And I look back to his teammate, Agustin Canapino, who's in his pit box now, having troubles, maybe terminal for the 78 car. Looks like the crew's trying to get him back on track. Canapino was so complimentary of Callum Ilott, called him one of the best, and Callum is getting used to these IndyCar ovals in a good way.
And he's just been passed by one of the McLarens of Felix Rosenquist down low in towards turn number 3. So Rosenquist back to 11th, Ilott down to 12th. It's lap 119 at 250. We're approaching half distance. Josh?
I was just about to say before we flew down there to pit road that Agustin Canapino is in the pit road permanently, and he's got an issue. And the top 5, Newgarden, McLaughlin, Power, and Dixon and Ericsson, and something might have gotten bent when he brushed the wall, as we expected, as we hit lap 120 of 250.
And now look at Newgarden. He's starting to hit the lap traffic again after the restart. That's a Carpenter, I think, just getting out of the way. So there's a few more dangerous zones coming. They need to just sort of not take care, just be careful. So that's, oh, look at that. Never mind. McLaughlin almost taken out Ed Carpenter for dinner and dancing. Power's going to slip through on the inside line, and he just skips through on the inside like he was barely there. It is Ed Carpenter's 200th IndyCar race today. How do I know? His Halos told me on the report there. Ed's 200th race, and right now he's down in 24th position. Not out, though. That's only Agustin Canapino who hit the wall, but has come in with suspension damage, as Josh T told us a few moments ago. Newgarden leads by 0.8 of a second to McLaughlin, but this little battle is brewing and will brew throughout the race. We've got 127 laps to go. Lap 125 will be 50% of the race and 75% distance of the 500 miles that have been completed so far. So it's getting good, this race, once again. It's getting to the point, I think, Omi, where we're just going to start to see some close battles of overtaking, because everyone's still so close together after the caution. It's basically just a reset to the race.
Yeah, it basically is a reset to the race where everyone's bunched up. They're all going and looking for moves. Rosenquist and Rossi very close together as well. But yeah, Rosenquist has got past Rossi there. But yeah, incredible racing and definitely delivering for a bit of the boring action we've had from the Hungarian Grand Prix and all of its support series as well. But the IndyCar here at the Oval delivering some fabulous racing for all of us.
Just to let you know, by the way, tomorrow on Twitch, you can re-watch coverage of Formula One's Watch Along. We're going to be replaying that as well, just mainly so that we can highlight it, to make sure it stays on Twitch, because it was in 2 separate parts. So tomorrow on Twitch, you can join us for a re-watch of that at some point in the day. Also, depending on voices as well, might try and get R-Factor working, although I'm having issues with it. I've tried this morning before we started coverage of Formula 3. Yes, I know I was in the box early. I was up at 6. What do you expect me to do? But still, it's still not working. Anyway, now look at this. Welcome back to viewers on NBC. You're watching coverage on JB Motorsports' YouTube and Twitch, and listening to us on USRN via the Mixlr app. We're on USRN 2 this evening. We're past halfway! Lap 128 of 250 here at Iowa. And this was the kiss of the bricks from Joseph Newgarden. Bit of an oval legend. Won the last 2 ovals in a row. As their children watched on. Hey, I've got that outfit. The boys wearing checkered flag and shirts and shorts. I've got that outfit. And Josh T, you might both remember, I had that outfit on during MotoGP's coverage a couple of weeks back when Julia was with us.
Yeah. And
yeah,
with
I remember
Grand Prix, and no, you didn't have it on for Indy 500.
No, I didn't know.
I remember from the MotoGP weekend when
Dixon
you were with
taking
Julia.
power for third.
Yeah.
Go on, Emmett.
It was the weekend where you were with Julia, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, remember that one. And my mic gave up. My handheld, remember that?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. But Power's coming back on Dixon. Oh, Ward's gonna try and take both of them. He's taken Dixon. Benjamin Pedersen's getting in the way for the lap, but they're still side by side.
Dixon on the high line. Oh, that Ward on the McLaren was twitching a little bit there as well, and he's lost a bit of time. Look at Erics. Oh, hang on. There we go. I lost TV pictures a second. You didn't, but Ericsson goes out high. It's a good race, this, actually, at the moment. Dixon's doing well, I think.
Yeah, we're not getting bored of
You need to go through the cruise off the roof, mate. I'll work on that.
Radio.
Maybe you should drive the 12.
And then just a moment ago, about 30 seconds ago, he said he just pushed me up high in there. Mike Hall, who you heard a moment ago, the managing director, has been trying to calm Scott down, telling him, we've got a good car. Remember, he tails off a little bit at the end of the stint. You're going to get him later.
That's something you don't often hear. Scott Dixon getting flustered on the radio.
Yeah, that was surprising me. It came through quite loud, actually, but Dixon getting frustrated on the radio. Usually he's quite a calm chap, isn't he, Scott Dixon? Not Scotty Mack, Scott Dixon.
Yeah, he is.
5 of the race then, out of 250 as they continue to close through. And Newgarden leading, 1.1 seconds behind is Newgarden. We ride with Newgarden. Timing tower. Anybody else read that wrong? The NBC timing tower is just completely incorrect. Put Newgarden ahead of Newgarden. I know I'm getting a headache because it's been such a long day, but I'm not going that insane, am I? Jeez. Summer break already, please, for Formula One. Give me something break.
Ericsson pass.
Yeah. So Ericsson up to 5th place now. Award down to 6th. We're on board with them now, actually. And look at the inside car, Kirkwood!
He's been sitting back mostly. Now finally getting involved and getting the move done. Well, Josh, you have to deal with the stressful Belgian weekend, and then you can relax. Then you have your summer break, okay, Josh?
No, following weekend, I've got MotoGP. I've got MotoGP at the British Grand Prix, and then we have the dreaded race, Nashville.
Yeah.
Although it starts at 5 p.m. Oh, award!
Oh.
How did he avoid the wall? A massive oversteer coming out of turn 2, and he's fighting it through 3 and 4. Award, I reckon, will be in the wall, and it's allowed Callum Ilott to go through. That's not for position, that's just to unlap himself, but some severe problems with almost near contact.
You don't want that happening on an oval, do you, Josh T?
No, you really don't. That was heart in mouth moment. That really was. Heart rate must have gone through the roof, higher probably than JB's heart rate at times. Definitely. But Dixon now on screen in 4th, hunting down Will Power in the number 12.
My heart rate when the lights went out was at 137 beats per minute, and it was at 137 beats per minute for 3 minutes.
Yeah, at least it's better than...
It's better than 160 at Silverstone, yeah. Although it's higher than when the lights went out at Silverstone. Sato's in trouble. He's losing a couple of positions. He's slowed.
That's because oval.
I don't know. What's happened? Yeah. What's happened to Sato? Sato's got a problem. Sato is in the pit lane. Takuma Sato, a double winner of the Indy 500, is struggling and has come down pit lane with some issue. Has he touched the wall?
Have a look.
He has touched the wall out of 2, and no caution for
hit.
that. Yeah, no caution for that though.
Yeah, it was I think it was a bigger hit than Agustin Canapino. Look at that, and it wasn't. It was not a square hit. It was an off hit.
Let's go down pit road.
It does look a little off, doesn't it? It looks like it might be...
Well, you can see it bent.
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
you can see it.
That's bent. It can't go out. It's broken. That's it. Game over for Takuma. Game over.
And that is the signal for the...
Toe link, let's change the toe link, guys.
Toe link is bent. We need to change it.
So you can see right there, guys. You see the bend in the toe link. Should be a straight line right there.
They have the tools ready and they have the parts ready, but when it's green flag at Iowa, you lose massive lappage. Kevin, the number 5, coming early for new tires.
And this is not a strategy play, it's panic. Pato Award, with her great sense of urgency, asking, what can we do here? So Will Anderson, his engineer and strategist, said, all right, we're going to have to come up with a different strategy. We don't know what the issue was, but it was awful in this stint. So they are in early, but they're still in a similar strategy. They can still get it done on one more stop. Everyone else still needs 2, so they should be okay if they can pick up the pace.
And you saw the front tire.
Interesting then that they've decided to box him this in the race. Top 5, Newgarden, McLaughlin, Power, Dixon and Ericsson. Lap 147 of 250. Cut me off, why don't you? That's what NBC do. Alex Palou coming to the pit lane, and he's going to change over to a new set of primaries. How much fuel's going in? That's
Here
what I want
comes
to know.
Gordy Mack to pit lane, Josh.
McLaughlin in 2. Fantastic. Right, I've got my stopwatch on this as Palou gets in. I want to see how long it's going to take that pit stop in, as we've got a few more in. Oh, we're not going to see it, are we?
Got it.
Race leader in 2. Wow, okay. So this is now the second phase of the pit stop. Here comes McLaughlin. Has he already changed tyres? I think he has. As he comes into the braking zone. Yes. And you... Oh, no. No, here we go. Right, I've got the stopwatch. Are you ready? And go. So how quick is this stop? This is going to be crucial to get a lot of fuel in. This tells us what the run is. And he's left going now. Let's go for Newgarden's. It was about 7 seconds worth of fuel. Newgarden's in now as well. 4. He's only done 5 seconds worth of fuel. So Newgarden is fueled less than what we've got as well for the other one of McLaughlin. Thank you. Right, here's Power. That's what I'm trying to think. Power's done 5 seconds worth of fuel. That's interesting. 2 seconds of fuel is equivalent to around about 7 litres. That's how quickly they're pushed in. So that's 7 extra litres of fuel that we could see. Now, let's take a look at Malukas. What's he doing? Only 3 seconds. 5 seconds worth of fuel going in for Dixon. He's had a slower stop anyway. Oh, in comes Romain Grosjean. Let's check what he does with more cars coming in. I want to keep an eye on Grosjean, so I'm watching that fuel hose further back as the race off pit load. He's done 4 seconds worth of fuel only. So there's a load of different strategies coming through. This Christian Lundgaard didn't have a watch on him for long enough, but he's got stopped at the back once more. And into the pits now, Marcus Ericsson. Go on, Josh T.
Yeah, and of course, to the crew of Takuma Sato asked by the IndyCar officials in the yellow to get off pit road when the flurry of pit stops come in, and now they've not been allowed on yet as Carl Kirkwood comes in. Let's have a look at the time for his fuel.
Well, they're pretty much the same. 4 seconds.
Rob from front right.
Yeah, and rear right as well for Ericsson. That's going to be very close off pit road. Ericsson's losing the position to come out together. Now Ericsson's on the inside line. Ericsson's got 6 seconds worth of fuel. Only 4 seconds, and Rossi's there.
Contact.
Yeah, contact off pit road. That was close. It's Carl Kirkwood losing the rear. Touches the side of Grosjean as well. We've had green flag pit stops. The lead hasn't changed. Newgarden leads McLaughlin, O'Ward, Power, Dixon. But the action has been electric. If you're just rejoining us on NBC's coverage, where you sync up. So Ericsson round the outside. That's a Ferrucci, and Kyle Kirkwood in his 100th start in the series, having a bit of issues. And that was very close, Josh T, off pit road.
That was incredibly close. Graham Rahal, Stingray Rob is in, I believe. Takuma Sato has come back out of pit road 11 laps down, the same amount of laps down as Agustin Canapino down there. So they're currently running lap 144 while the rest are running lap 155. Now 156 as that's Malukas coming across the line. Ericsson goes down low.
Nice.
This is for position for 9th.
Nice position there for Marcus Ericsson to get into 9th as well. He's going to chase after Palou next as well. We've got 13 cars back on the lead lap as we ride with Joseph Newgarden. And I think, that was a very smooth stop and a very important stop as well, as Power passes O'Ward for 3rd. And a problem, the 51 slow. Dow is in pit road, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. But the 51 of Stingray Rob has come in and he's got a problem. And we've got a caution because there's a wheel loose. Oh my goodness me! We've got a wheel loose in the middle of the track. Is anyone going to hit it? No, it comes down just quickly, but it almost is going to bounce back. Everyone take care. Go wide. We've got the aero screen, but that was a very lucky escape for one of the McLarens who almost went straight into it. So Stingray Rob's rear tyre coming loose, and it is into the path of the cars. Luckily everyone's avoided it, but that was horrendous. It's right in the middle of the track. Now get everyone out there, just get that safety team to stop that wheel. Go get it. Go on, my friend. Oh, nicely done.
Caution was called way too late there.
That was way too late. That should have been an instant caution. We say about them, but that was instant. Should have been. That wheel was in the path of cars. And that would be a penalty for Stingray Rob as well, for that car being released in an unsafe condition because he was in the pit lane a few moments before, literally a minute before.
Yeah, he came out the lap and then had to pit, but yeah, that's going to be a massive penalty. And if that had hit it, let's have a look. I believe it was one of the rear,
the rear
left.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, what? They let him go and it wasn't even attached.
And then you can see the wheel nut rolling down. There it is.
It wasn't even attached. The mechanic was saying, no, wait. And this is the moment it goes, look, and watch the McLaren, I believe, of Alexander Rossi, and, Carl Kirkwood getting lucky too. Daly as well, wow.
Yeah, and
Connor
Daly said on the radio, why are they not yellow? The team saying, that was the team saying, why are they not yellow? And then Daly saying, man, I have no idea how I missed that tyre. Must have been an inch in it, and it was an inch in it.
And Grosjean lucky to avoid it as well. Now, luckily, with the aero screen, it would have protected from a tyre. But you never like to see it because that would have caused a bigger accident as well. And that the aero screen halo might have stopped the wheel going into the cockpit, but it doesn't stop a huge accident with multiple cars, which is what we were more scared of as well. But a wheel on the path of the track. So second caution of the day. Let's hand over to Tom Gamer with some updates.
Super slow to throw the caution. The reason they were slow to throw that caution is that they couldn't see it. There would have been no doubt in their mind to throw the caution if they were sighted with that wheel. But for, well, a handful of drivers there, they got very, very lucky. And that was not what we want to see. And I'm sure the IndyCar officials will come down like a ton of bricks on the Dale Coyne with Rick Ware Racing crew there, because that was poor. And that could have been very, very dangerous indeed. Look at the track sweepers out now. They're clearing that second line. So we're under caution again. Cautions breed cautions. If you're watching on Twitter, you'll have to add that to your word bingo. One or two of you know that I will say that. And in this situation, okay, there's no correlation. But for... yeah, Stingray Rob there, that was a scary moment, and quite how he was allowed to leave pit lane, I am not sure. We have under 100 laps to go here in Iowa. Joseph Newgarden has managed to fight off every challenge that has sort of been thrown his way. It is, Kate, that we only think with this caution that they'll be doing one more stop here. They've 14 laps into their latest stint. They'll go to, well, another sort of 40 laps longer. I think that'll take them to 200. So it's one stop to the checkered flag here, unless we get more cautions. And because the new tyre life is so valuable, look at this. The new tyre life is so valuable. So we're only 14 laps in. What we're going to see here is some other teams rolling the dice, and it's Scott McLaughlin and Pato O'Ward.
Yeah, they've taken it. They've taken it early.
And some takers on pit
right,
road,
let's go down.
By the XPEL Chevy of Scott McLaughlin, Kevin Lee.
Kevin Lee, that's it.
Newgarden stays out, McLaughlin comes in. If there's another caution, you'd be able to make it home the rest of the way. You could probably make it home on fuel, but with the Firestone class, there's Pato O'Ward right behind him. He has no idea why the car was so bad for his stint, so they made changes to address that, and the car still wasn't very good. So that was a very beneficial caution with an opportunity for a reset for Pato O'Ward. Different strategies. It's going to fire things up.
I really like this call from Pato O'Ward. You're still on the lead lap. You're going to have fresh Firestones. You will go right to the front, potentially challenge Joseph Newgarden with ease, and then still make another stop.
So I've just calculated they both just had 2 seconds extra worth of fuel. Now that is around about 7 litres to 14 litres. That's a lot of fuel being put in there to keep it going. Of course, they pump in a lot of litres per second, so it's quite fun. The pit stops. Pit road?
About half.
No, I thought we were going to hear something. So then, Josh T, what have you made of the race so far then? As we get, is that the 51? Just getting, yeah, he's still stuck in the pit lane actually.
Yep, still stuck in the pit lane. Here is another replay of it. So close, there was centimetres, maybe less than an inch into that. Well, Corson's are breeding Corson's in NASCAR, and one of the cars involved was the Stage 1 winner.
Look at Daly.
So will Corson's breed Corson's here in Iowa?
This is a flashback we're looking at now. It's happened before. The 105th Indy 500. You might remember a huge accident with a tyre hitting the aero screen, getting launched over the protective fencing as well. And IndyCar, that was 2 actually as well. So 2 wheels that came off in the 500 and 1 ended up in the grandstands. IndyCar have come down hard on that recently with loose wheels. So there will be a huge penalty. A huge penalty. And in fact, it's a black flag. It is disqualified. Good night, Stingray Rob. The team, and that's it. It is a black flag. You are good night. Wow.
Aye.
They come down hard these days.
Did he?
Yeah, they do. And we had one flying wheel in 2021 on the 105th. No, that was 2020, the 105th run in.
Yeah, we've had a couple, haven't we?
And yep, we've had one this year as well. And a lot of flying wheels at the Indy 500. So if you're planning to go to the Indianapolis 500 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, we need a sign. Beware of flying wheels and tyres and stuff.
Yeah, if you do go, wear a crash helmet. It's pretty much the best thing I can say. I think
you have F1, which are so kind with penalties, but then you have IndyCar was the complete opposite of it.
Tyre gone, we'll take you to the back and shoot you. That's how it is. You caused a problem. Goodbye.
We're coming to the green.
Right, let's see what we're going to have here. Our third start of the day from Iowa. Newgarden once again leading them away, and it's green flag, race on again, and that's Dixon nearly in trouble. He's going to come down low with Herta. He almost got taken out there by one of the lighter David Maluka's colours. So Herta's up to third, Dixon's down to fourth, he's been caught out, Rosenquist going through two, and there's three cars further back, four wide into turn three. That's going to be contact if they're not careful. They somehow get through okay. The two McLaren side by side, Rossi and O'Ward with McLaughlin, and McLaughlin dropped down the order massively after that pit stop stint, of course. But O'Ward going to work with him and get forward. They've got faster fuel. Look at O'Ward. New tyres, new fuel. He's going for it around the outside. Gets ahead, this time of Connor Daly. But he's still on the low line, and he gets through. So yellows breed yellows. Are we going to see anything come back? Still three wide ahead. Of course, we've yet to have the big one. And we haven't had the big one so far. Good restart there, Romy, I think.
Yeah, good restart, I'd say. Still, a lot of overtakes and now different strategies all playing a part in this one. So, going to be very interesting as McLaughlin gets past Malukas as well.
And now we're watching O'Ward round the outside he goes. That's a lapped car of Lundgaard. So just getting that out of the way. Not Lundgaard, Ferrucci. Look at that. That's not for position, is it, for Dixon?
Josh.
Yes, go on, Justy.
The stage 1 winner from Pocono is out of the race.
Oh no, how?
Well, crash.
Look at
Calamilot, going back to IndyCar, set 3 personal bests in a row after that caution on lap 173.
Oh, yeah.
It's Newgarden, Power, Herta, Rosenquist and Dixon, your top 5.
Dixon going to the inside of Rahal, getting ahead as we ride with the United Rentals of Rahal. And there goes McLaughlin, passing VK on the high line. So just ticking them off now as he gets back past Rahal.
Back in pits.
Canapino back in pit lane. Okay, so that might be he's been allowed to rejoin, or they've given him a penalty. We got a black flag signal, so I'm not sure what's happened there. Unless it's like a drive-through black flag where you're held in the pit lane for a bit longer until the car is deemed safe by the officials. If he goes back out, we'll know. But right now he's down in 27th position and classified as out, as well as Stingray Rob, who was Rob back out on the track. Agustin Canapino's resumed. Are we sure about that? I never know. Rob is out of the race. That's confirmed. So I don't know if Canapino is out on the track or not. Well, I'm going to look for the number 78 on the driver tracker. Oh, no, he's out on the track. You're right. He is out. So they've repaired it, and Agustin Canapino resumes, but Stingray Rob has been black flagged from the race. That's what I'm going with that one, if you're wondering. On board with Herta, with Rosenquist just behind. This is the battle for third place. Power and Newgarden at the front, closing in together, as we like to see it. 72 laps to go with this race. That's around about half an hour of action.
Yep,
maybe less than that. Yep.
Some people may say that the black flag and disqualification from the race is going to pause there as Rosenquist looking on Herta. Not yet, but some might say that's a little bit harsh, but with what's happened, as I'm going to pause there, as Rosenquist goes low on Herta. This is for third place. There's nearly contact.
You're really loud today on that one. But yeah, going through, and that was great done. And now here comes McLaughlin on the inside. He's trying to get past Dixon. Herta's gone low as well. So Rosenquist to third, Herta in fourth. Dixon can't get back through as well. I mean, this is going to end in tears, not careful. Dixon down low, swing low, sweet chariot.
Yeah, Dusty's got some of the energy, it looks like. As
yeah, where's he got it from? It's that sugar.
Wow.
It's the cake. It's the double cake he's had.
I am always like this on ovals, and yeah, some people might say that the black flag in disqualification was a little bit harsh, but with what's happened at the Indy 500 and especially what happened at Goodwood a couple of weeks ago, is McLaughlin goes around the outside of Dixon for third. So yeah, definitely what happened at Goodwood a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you saw it. Well, it was last weekend. I don't know if you saw that, Josh.
I didn't know. I missed that.
Tyre went into the crowd and injured a couple of people.
Oh, God. No, I didn't see that. Oh, look at that.
But
Great
they were
shot.
able to stay on site and continue watching.
That's great news, and so not too badly injured. Grosjean has had contact with Carl Kirkwood, as expected. Mild contact, I feel like I want to say. Just mild. Not too bad, but definitely still contact.
Yeah, I'm kind of predicting him to get in like some kind of major contact, as he usually likes to do. But he usually likes to crash lone as well. So both are possibilities, I'll say.
Let's go through the team.
Came in on 163. What about those like Newgard and Power who did not pit? Let's listen to 12 radio.
Meter, make sure you're adjusted where you want to be. About 25 more.
Copy, just call me in the window so I can make a decision.
Tell me when I'm in the window. I'll make the call on when we need to pit, depending on how the car feels. Let's have a look at the pit stop prediction with that.
Oh, and Hertz side by side with Marcus Ericsson as well. And Ericsson going down low, making the move for 6th position. Next to pit stop prediction, 214 to 226. Pretty much for everyone. McLaughlin 224 to 236. Malukas battling with O'Ward, and O'Ward's through to 9th place, passing David Malukas. So, Newgarden leads 6/10 power, as he's got traffic in front of him as well, so he's just got to sort of play the averages game now. Newgarden, Power, Rosenquist, McLaughlin, Dixon, your top 5 here from the wonderful Iowa Race 2. And look at that! Palou back on the inside line, getting ahead of Hertz. Sweet move on the inside line. So Hertz is really struggling. Oh, no, that's new. Oh, never mind, go on.
Yeah, Palou, great move by him to the inside. Here we go.
Power through, and that's not on leader, so he's closing up now. Devlin DiFrancesco, the next run with Hunter Ray and Longard in between. Ferrucci, I think it's on that little battle as well further back, but it's like 189 to 250, 62 laps to go here at the Iowa Hy-Vee one-step 250, and David Malukas has come down pit road. Malukas has decided this is the time and to dive in, and so has Benjamin Pedersen. So they're both coming in as Grosjean and Kirkwood still in a battle, and just ahead of them is one of the McLarens as well of Rossi. So Rossi in a battle, and that's also Malukas ahead of it. So Malukas, Rossi, Grosjean, Kirkwood all battling. Malukas into the pit lane. Just getting absolutely mad, isn't it, this race? Absolutely insane as they try and come back through on the inside line. And Malukas, new rear tyres this time, all looks to be taking through. I've just got that image, thanks Josh T, coming through. I'll take a look at that on my phone because my laptop's being a bit freezy. But wow.
That's a view from the crowd which I have just seen now, and it's terrifying. David Malukas and wow, surprise, surprise, another Corson in NASCAR. Corsons are breeding Corsons at the Tricky Triangle today.
I thought you were talking about us. I was like, oh, what's happened? So I looked up on the screen. There's Power closing in, and into the pits comes
Roman Grosjean's in.
Grosjean, Rossi in 2. Malukas left the pit lane finally. Oh, there's Ericsson battling with Palou.
Pedersen's still in there.
So into the pit lane comes Christian Longard as well.
Ericsson around the outside. Is he going to get it on the high line?
Yes, I want to say.
Still side by side.
Yeah, Josh.
Palou's taking the low line. Oh, we can't see. That's a wonderful camera angle, isn't it? Oh, they've hit traffic, and it's Sato. Sato in trouble in the other way. He's 12 laps down. He's interrupting the racing flow as well. Get out of the way, Takuma.
Yeah, you had Palou there getting boxed in, so you had to get right out of the throttle there. And I really hate when that happens, when you have two cars wheel to wheel, but then someone just gets boxed in and has to back out of it. It ruins the wheel to wheel, corner after corner.
56 laps to go here at Iowa, and there was a blue flag being given from the top of the board there, a black and white flag for unsportsmanlike behaviour, I just noticed being put out there. No idea what for. Rosenquist in the pit lane, so's Palou, Herter and Kirkwood. They're all diving in. 196 to 250.
Newgarden's in.
Right, they're all going. Sorry, no worries. All going up pit road.
Here's the championship leader as it stands. It's somewhere in the 60s instead of plus 117 where it started. He's going to beat this little group up pit road. This will be the final stop for Alex Palou.
Here's the race leader, Joseph Newgarden is in. He's been in command of this field, Dave Burns, for 159 laps. What a display.
No question about it, and the pit stops, whether needed for position or not, have been stellar so far. No changes requested from the driver for this last run. Fresh Firestone Racing tires and Shell Racing fuel to get him to the end.
Here's power in. All four tires getting
towards
changed.
Pit out is going to make his final stop. Others also.
Oh, Ericsson.
Marcus Ericsson making his stop. Ericsson up there. Power is going to beat him out. Pato Award also right there in the Arrow McLaren car. Scott McLaughlin we're going to see coming up in just a moment. There's the exit for Ericsson. He wins that little mini battle. McLaughlin will come down, and this is going to be key. Who has had the best in and out lap? Best chance, maybe if McLaughlin to get back to the front. Could he somehow find something? Let's watch where Joseph Newgarden is on track.
He had to put less fuel in it.
Yeah, a lot less fuel. Only 1.5 seconds worth, but was it enough? Is McLaughlin going to get out ahead of Newgarden? I don't think so. Here is, I want to say Rossi on board. I can't quite tell on the TV pictures, but it's a solid red helmet. I'm going with Rossi.
Rosenquist.
Right, he's P2. Radio.
Newgarden says, Billy Vincent, you know what to do. Go.
Billy Vincent has been told to Newgarden, you know what to do. Push, push, push. Go, go, go. Rosenquist is go, go, go. Rosenquist going for the lead of the race. He wants it away from Newgarden. He's got the opportunity to do so. They've both got it on the opening laps. And now, Rosenquist can sense his first win in IndyCar. But it's lap 199. What are we going to see as we hit to 251 laps to go? Closing up on the 50. And we've got a race on for the win here.
Yep, here we go. And difference of anyone who wants to know, Rosenquist has an orange top of the aero screen. Rossi has a blue.
Thank you for that. We'll note that down on the timing screens. But now there goes Newgarden getting through. Now Rosenquist is going to stay with Newgarden for the entirety of the next 49 laps. This is going to be quite a quick 20 minutes of running. They've got fuel to spurn. They've got it to go. And now McLaughlin's going to be closing in as well as Power. But the nest that we've had of the Penske's being 1, 2, 3 has got a fly in the ointment, and it is Felix Rosenquist in car 6 going for his first ever IndyCar win with McLaren. Can he do it?
Oh, this is going to be now super, super interesting. Super, super tight this will be. Rosenquist currently in the wheel tracks as Award gets past Marcus Ericsson there as well to take 8th position. But yeah, it's changed around now. And when is Rosenquist going to go for this one? This is going to be now an exciting ending to this race.
He's had one win, and that was at the Road America Race 2. So this is going to be, he's going for his first ever win on a oval. His first win was at a Road America Race number 2 back in 2020 when we had the doubles.
Yeah, Newgarden though had to get out of the throttle, which kind of gave Rosenquist a chance to get close. But Rosenquist has lost time because he's now stuck behind lap traffic. So lap traffic, when you're overtaking it, is going to be crucial in this race.
Here we go then, Josh T. They're coming in for it, aren't they? Rosenquist might just have a little bit of a run here. First win on an oval coming up. Could be. Newgarden, he wants to sweep it. Go for a 6th win at this track to go with the one he got yesterday. As we see Agustin Canapino getting in the way.
Yeah, and we're going 3 wide. Venus VK goes down low and then going to Rosenquist, who's going to go around outside to lap. And Felix Rosenquist never had a top 3 on an oval. He was 3rd in Toronto last year and 3rd in Detroit this year.
Oh, and guess what's gone off again? The magical
tracker?
Yeah, magical.
Yeah, and then in 2019 with Chip Ganassi, he was 2nd in Mid-Ohio and 2nd in Portland. So never a top 3 on an oval, as this is O'Ward. He's going to go down low on Dixon. This is for 7th place across the line there, starting lap 208. Newgarden already halfway
Whoa.
round lap 208. O'Ward gets a little bit loose on very low there.
And now he's going to go low. Dixon going high. That's a sweet one, but he's over the bump, so Ward can't get the push on that he wanted. Nope. Hands up again. Can't do it. Don't want to do it.
A lot of things are going around about Twitter rebranding.
What's it rebranding to? Team LH?
X.
X?
X.
Twitter's becoming X.
Yes.
And Threads? You can join us there from now on?
I'm guessing that's to keep within, like, the space X. Like, just keep it within the branding.
It's Twitter.
It will forever be known as Twitter.
Oh, do you know what? Elon Musk, I mean it with all my heart when I say these words to you. I did that perfect because we went to our break. As you see, Dixon trying to go around the outside once again. Trying to get past on the lead lap. That's him getting ahead of Pato. Well, he's trying to get ahead of Pato O'Ward, of course. So this is Dixon for O'Ward for 7th. And Dixon on the high line. Oh, beautiful move! O'Ward's going to keep through down low. And he goes back through. But Dixon's got the power on the outside line through turn 1 and 2. Wheel-to-wheel stuff for 7th. And Dixon goes through. Beautiful round the outside. Well done.
I think, Josh, you are a little bit disappointed that you're not commentating on this NASCAR race.
It sounds good. I went for Kyle Larson to win, I think. How's he doing?
Oh, because he's just spun out of 2nd place.
Oh, we can hear noises. Is Josh okay there?
Josh okay?
Is he alive?
No, he has left
not.
the commentary
He
box.
has left.
Okay, this is O'Ward going down low on Dixon. O'Ward's going to try and get it in, but Dixon holds the position for 7th. Are you okay, Josh?
I just went outside and screamed. That's it. I'm fine. I'm fine.
and O'Ward's coming back at it. This is across the line. 36 laps to go. Dixon keeps it. Hold around the outside. O'Ward's still down low. They get very close, but Dixon keeps it.
And he's going to try again soon, but it wasn't going to work. Yeah, I thought I'd just throw my headset down. I've done it again, haven't I? Pick Carl Larson, and guess what happens? Why? Am I a curse? Have I done something in a previous life?
Yes.
Will this make you better, Josh? This is like the 4th course in a row.
Oh, that's fine then. We're having a better race. I guess you know, if you're listening to us on USON, you know the place to go after us here, and that's to USON 1.
Do you want me to make it worse for you?
What?
There was no contact at all. He did it all on his own.
Oh, God, and that's Dixon round the outside again through turn 1 and 2. He's got to shut that low line down, and he's done it! He's got ahead this time. Dixon back ahead of O'Ward. O'Ward trying to swing in. The rear of the cars keeps stepping out over the bumps. You can see him trying to control it. Dixon getting told in his ears. He's giving him enough room as possible, just sort of to open it up, and it's still Dixon the faster of the two, and they're bringing in Herter in this little battle now. Oh, look how close they're getting! They touched! They touched! Wheel-to-wheel contact! Dixon versus Pato O'Ward is wheel-to-wheel contacting with 32 laps to go here at Iowa. This is brilliant stuff.
I think this is the most consistent close battle. O'Ward's going to have a go, but he falls back a little bit. He's going to have a look down low into 3. Colton Herter just in front, currently in 6th place, but with 31 laps to go. Here's a flashback of Long Beach when the two made contact.
Yeah, O'Ward pushed Dixon into the barrier and brought out the caution.
And they're side by side. O'Ward has it, Josh.
O'Ward down low into 3. He's got it. Now shut that door. Keep him out. Has he done it? Yes, he has. Well done, well done. Dixon won't be able to fight back now for a few laps. He's cut the aero off. Look, he's already jumped back. Perfect from O'Ward. Perfect. And don't forget O'Ward on fresher tyres and fresher fuel. He's good to the end.
Good move there from O'Ward. As you said, he is good to the end. I believe Newgarden is as well. Rosenquist has dropped back 4 seconds now to Joseph Newgarden in 2nd, and then 6 seconds back is Will Power. Points as they run, 472 for Palou, 75 back to Newgarden, 119 back from Dixon, 137 back for O'Ward. And just 4 points separate O'Ward and McLaughlin.
Oh, that's getting tight now in the top of the standings. And O'Ward, I said he wouldn't do well here at Iowa. He wouldn't win and want to continue to extend the championship lead. Now this is where Joseph Newgarden starts to fight back. He's going for a fourth championship in IndyCar, and he's going to do it every single time he's gone. Just keeps hitting away at it.
Oh, you do not. Wow, five wide at Pocono.
Yeah, I'm not surprised NASCAR's having a bit of a busy day. We have it busy when we were there in IndyCar, weren't we? That's why we stopped going after Robert Wickens' crash in 2018. Although we went there a year later, and then Takuma Sato tried to kill everybody. So we stopped going there.
And Pocono.
Focus forward here. Let's go get him.
Coaching is such...
Rosenquist being told, let's go get him. He's saved enough fuel. He's 4.8 seconds back, but he's been told, let's go, go, go. Burn fuel, go, go, go. Let's see what you've got.
Yeah, because Pocono and Pedersen is officially out. Benjamin Pedersen is officially out. But Pocono is one of the few NASCAR tracks not owned by even NASCAR Speedway Motorsports.
Yes. So that's great news that IndyCar could race there if they wanted to, but they don't. I wish NASCAR would give up some of the tracks they own, because some of them they own and they don't even race at, and it is a bit pathetic that we can't race there. They even try and own the Los Angeles Coliseum as well, but they run there at the shakedown races. Oh, Ericsson on the inside trying to get ahead of Dixon. This is over 8th position, down to turn 3 and 4. Ericsson on the low line, Dixon slightly higher, and Dixon easily takes 8th position. Back, Ericsson can't do anything about it. So now, Dixon up to 8th. He's going to catch up to O'Ward once again. And now we've got Newgarden at the back of this battle as well. Newgarden is up to Ericsson, Dixon and O'Ward as laps down, and Herter. So you're going to risk falling a lap down here at this rate if you keep getting dropped back. And Ericsson is now a lap down to Newgarden, who's just trying to be. Yeah, Ericsson's
Newgarden
9th.
goes low.
Just ticking them off one by one. Oh, and that's O'Ward round the outside of Herter. That's O'Ward up into 6th position. Herter down to 7th.
Yep, so O'Ward making up the position. So just a little update for you with 20 laps to go. Newgarden, Rosenquist, Power, McLaughlin and Palou, the top 5. Benjamin Pedersen and Stingray Robb are the 2 retirees. And this is Newgarden going low down into 3, trying to lap Marcus Ericsson in 9th place, and he's done it, but Marcus Ericsson is going to come back across the line with 19 laps to go, but Newgarden gets past and a car length already.
I'm not doing 2019 more laps, Josh T. You're going to have to find someone else to do that. As O'Ward again on the high line, as Herter trying to come back on the low. Dixon's getting involved too. Now Dixon's the last one to be lapped, and Newgarden's going to take it as well, but now he's going to have to deal with this little battle. Dixon is now officially a lap down in this race as he's get past. And this is Newgarden with victories. This is what happened at Iowa Race 2 last year when he was in the lead of the race. He crashed. Last corner, went backwards.
Showing this when Colton Herter and Patrick O'Ward are side by side, very close.
I know, it's like they're trying to... Oh, and Herter's gone high. I know, O'Ward's gone high, Herter's gone low. So a little bit more drama, and they're going to like to bring out this drama, aren't they, to keep us on our toes of IndyCar. Again, look at this, this is Newgarden trying to lap Herter. Unbelievable. This is Herter in P7 about to be lapped, and he's lapped. Can we see Newgarden lap the whole field?
Well, Rosenquist is 3 seconds behind him. A second of the lap has closed the gap because of Newgarden on this traffic, and now Newgarden's going to go low. O'Ward's right up the wall. They're side by side.
He's
going
through.
into 1, but Newgarden straight through, Josh.
So that's everybody now a lap. Oh, and O'Ward's getting loose. Oh, he's managed to save that again. Middle of turn 2, over the bumps. Really, the car stepping out. Omi, 6 cars on the lead lap. 6. Correction.
6.
5. 5.
Who else is gonna get lapped at this stage? It's
got to be Palou.
Yeah, Newgarden's absolutely flying. Palou's probably gonna get lapped as well. Yeah.
And yeah, Palou got lapped, and I reckon McLaughlin might just get lapped. That'll hurt.
Yeah, that will hurt.
19.1 second is the fastest lap in this race. The last lap was 21, so if you're within the 21 seconds of Newgarden, you are going to be lapped. Hurt has passed O'Ward, by the way, for 6. But everyone else, this is going to be the Iowa 249, not the Iowa 250. They're all a lap down.
And for everybody who's like 14 laps down.
Yeah, not great day, really, in total, is it? Anyway, we've only got around about 5 minutes of this race left, as Newgarden has just made it look so easy this weekend. We talk about Max Verstappen being dominant. When it comes to Iowa, there is nobody better at this track than Joseph Newgarden. He's about to take a record 6th win at this circuit. 6 wins, and we've got a yellow. Caution is out. Yellow with 10 to go. Now, will this be a red flag? Who has caused the yellow? I can't tell on my timing screen.
What's this for?
We don't know.
1 and 2.
So
It's not a 3 and 4.
it is the 20. It's Ryan Hunter-Reay has brushed the wall. We understand Ryan Hunter-Reay may have brushed the wall.
Everything.
All right, this is an important thing, guys. A race here back in 2018 created the abandonment of procedures rule. Normally, once the field is behind the safety car, you've got to open the pits for the lead lap cars. Then you do the wave around for the lap down cars. Then you open the pits for the lap down cars. It can take several laps at such a short track here. They want to finish under green. They don't want this to finish under yellow. They can abandon all those procedures, open the pits for those who want it right now, and try to get back to racing as soon as possible. This is when the decision has to be made. Who pits for tires?
So this is what happened to Ryan Hunter-Reay. From James Hinchcliffe there as well. You can tell he's been doing a lot of F1 recently by calling it the safety car. Oh, he brushed the wall out of 4, Josh.
Yep, brushed the wall out of 4. There's a little bit of debris come off at the wall, and of course, because he did it on a turn 4, he had to go round the track one more time, and he was slow on the racetrack. That's why.
Front suspension.
Yep, front suspension's gone, so he's out, but that's why the caution was thrown, and they've completed a lap under green in Pocono for 1.
This is the 2018 race we were talking about when we had the abandonment of procedure rule. It was an accident, just a little one, with car 20 back then as well. The abandonment rule came in. Anybody who wanted fuel and tyres, they would come down pit road, and it ended up with number 5. That was James Hinchcliffe taking the win. That's why he was talking about it a few moments ago. Hinch took the victory that day. The sweepers are out too. We might go, that is day done for Ryan Hunter-Reay. I wonder if we'll go red here, just to make sure everything's safe enough with 8 to go.
Well, yep. And think about who's been going big on.
Well, we've got to end. Well, Josh, this is a replay now, isn't it, Anomi? This is a replay of Indy 500.
It would be absolutely chaotic if we just kept getting red flags again, like we did in the Indy 500. Because this race should be over very, very soon. But if there's that red flag chaos again, then I don't know if I can survive through the red flag chaos like the Indy 500.
Just hold on. There's only 5 cars on the lead lap, so let's see how this cycles out here. I can't. Like I'm gonna crash.
So.
McLaughlin doesn't want to go in.
Window into Scott McLaughlin's situation. And
yes, we got and Ilott, Rossi, they're all in. Yes.
Race control update. All right, this is an abandonment of procedure. The pits will stay closed. Pits are going to stay closed until the restart. All lapped cars drive through the pits this time by. Do not take service. Remain in order and join at the back of the field.
So they've abandoned the procedure.
Pit lane.
Yeah, so they've abandoned the procedure, as Josh T said. The lapped cars are coming down pit lane. That'll release the top 5 of Newgarden, Rossi, Power, McLaughlin, and Palou. And that's McLaughlin going ahead of Palou for 4th, so they're reorganising the field.
No, stay out.
Yeah, don't come in for fuel, it's not fuel.
All the lead lap cars will be nose to tail.
So the lead lappers are together. We will get a restart. And this, look, McLaughlin was coming into the pit lane. He thought it was in, but, oh, hello, stay out. So that's why McLaughlin had to go back ahead of Powell, because it wasn't for him. It was lapped cars. He thought it was pits open for fuel, but it wasn't. So
Go back to green.
So no chance for fresh tires for the leaders.
I wish they'd open them just to give everyone the option to see who was brave enough.
yeah, but with 5 to go, you're not going to have that opportunity. That's what, 2 minutes of running, maybe even less than that. We're going to go green with 4 laps to go. That's going to be 1 minute and 10 seconds of green flag running. It's all we're going to have. And they're not going to go green now. We're going to have about 20 seconds of running. That is nothing. Absolutely nothing. They should have red flagged it at the 10 to go line.
Oh, yeah. I have a feeling there's gonna be I think there's gonna be chaos on this restart. It's kind of like they don't have they basically don't have long to make the move, so they need to like just send it straight away. So it's gonna go absolutely chaotic here.
3 laps. It's a 20-second lap. 60 seconds of running. Are you ready for this? I'm going to get my stopwatch ready to see how long we're under green for. If you ever wanted a TikTok moment, this is the one. 3 laps, 20 seconds. Let's see what's going to happen. The final restart of the Iowa 250 Race 2 is green. We're racing. And Newgarden leads, and Power's going for second position already on Rosenquist. That dream's gone. And round the outside, Pallot's taken third. But Rosenquist round the outside of Power. But they're all on slow tyres, and they're almost in the wall. And half the field are on lap traffic, remember, as well. So they've still got a lot of time to find. Pallot's gone to third. McLaughlin's down to fourth. Rosenquist down to fifth. And still battling. 2 to go. Dixon down low to Herter. We've done 29 seconds. It was a slow restart. Dixon down low. He gets back ahead, but this is not for lap. So that's going to be Rosenquist to fourth. McLaughlin will finish fifth. And the gap in the points is 80 now between Palou and Newgarden. Everyone on new and old tyres slipping through the field. White flag in the air at Iowa. McLaughlin goes down low. Herter's battling Dixon. This is over 6th position. And McLaughlin's got a problem. He's fuel saving. But out of the last corner, he's a 6-time winner. And an Iowa double. Joseph Newgarden wins both races at Iowa. Will Power is second. Alex Palou is third. Fourth for Rosenquist. McLaughlin will come home fifth. And then everybody else a lap down. But Joseph Newgarden, 6 times a winner here at Iowa. The most of anyone. Just rename the place. Newgarden sweeps Iowa and gets his championship back on track. 1 minute, 6 seconds. 60 seconds of running, and it's a 6-time winner. Great. The 3 6s with Joseph Newgarden. 66 seconds of a race. And a 6th win for Newgarden. The sign of the devil to put himself back in championship hunt.
Absolutely incredible. Joseph Newgarden, king of Iowa Speedway. Now is going to be nicknamed the Iowa Newgarden Speedway. Absolutely incredible.
We've wasted our time, guys. Same winner as yesterday.
And wasn't... Who was second yesterday?
Power.
Who was third?
Award, wasn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, nearly.
Nearly.
Almost. Palau ruining it by getting third.
Oh, was Scotty Mack second yesterday? Can't quite remember. Rosenquist back in. He had a good shot. If that race had stayed green, he probably would have had a chance at the win.
Yeah.
Another win for Joseph Newgarden. He sweeps Iowa. 6 wins, 2 in a row.
Yesterday was Newgarden, McLaughlin, and Pato Award.
Ah, there we go. So it wasn't Power. So Power's first time on the podium as well.
Joseph Newgarden does a lap salute of Iowa Speedway. He is the king in many people's eyes. The team take his steering wheel. He jumps out of the car. Joseph Newgarden is a 6-time winner around Iowa.
You just don't know what to say anymore, do you? Absolutely fantastic. He's got himself back in title contention. Alex Palou being in third has just kept it as a redemption weekend. But Newgarden versus him for the title now with a couple of races left. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Go on, Amy.
It's going to be absolutely brilliant, but incredible stuff by Newgarden, but I think Palau will just about hang on for the next few races. Not the best at overall, so it was damage limitation here for him, but it'll be interesting to see what he can do in the next few races. But I guess it's been fun not watching Palau win for a while. He didn't win last week. He's not won the 2 races this week. But when are we going to get that with Verstappen?
It'll happen. It'll happen soon. Don't worry about it. Let's head down to pit lane and hear from our race winner.
That seems to be a happier Joseph Newgarden today.
Yeah. Well, there was no lap cars at the end of the race because we had a restart. Didn't matter what you threw at him.
Here comes Palou. He's the top 2 in the championship saying, good job, mate. Well done. It's game on. And Dave Burns is in amongst it. Take it away, Dave.
Lee, down here following Joseph around, we weren't sure who all he was going to speak with, but that look right there, I think Palou wanted to tell you that he's still here, right?
I told him he wasn't supposed to finish there, and he told me to slow down today, but man, he's done a great job. You know, there's no doubt Alex has just been an amazing driver this year. He has been since he showed up, so pretty impressive to see his performance today. And, you know, I think for us, we knew we had a great car, and the pressure was there because I think we wanted to execute on it and make sure it was a great weekend. I'm happy now. When you finish the first race, it's great to have a doubleheader, but you just feel incomplete until you get through today. And to be able to come back and do it again, and I think make our car a little bit better. I'm so proud of the team, Luke, the entire group, Chad, leading the boys is just is a fantastic effort from everyone. I can't thank Hitachi. Hitachi has been with most of my victories, I think. So to be with them and have them on the car is fantastic. And Team Chevy, we almost got a repeat of that 1-2-3 for Chevy. So sorry we didn't get that done, but they were phenomenal this weekend.
Joseph, 6 now at Iowa, the 1-1, if you will. You swept the weekend. What does that mean to you?
Well, it's great. I mean, it's very gratifying because, I know how good our car is here. And when you show up with a car like this, you've got the pressure to just execute and get the job done. If you don't get the job done, you feel like you did something wrong. And, I certainly felt that after qualifying, but to be able to, fix that and win a couple races, it's not so much last year I'm thinking of, it's just purely this year I wanted to make sure that we could execute.
Big gain yesterday on Alex, a little more gain today, and now you take it home to Nashville. Tell us about the championship and taking that to the home front.
Well, look, I'll speak about Alex again. He's a tremendous competitor. It's funny, he's actually my pickleball teammate, so we've got a little bit of a relationship, but he's great to run against. He's just one of the best that you're going to find in the world. So, I think what he's done this year is easy. It's easy to see how he's gotten the points gap. He's been tremendous. His team's been tremendous. I hope that we can close that. We've got to win more races on the 2-car to be able to do it. But there's no doubt that he's been, one of the best competitors that you can drive against. So I'm excited for the rest of the season. Who knows what will happen? This is IndyCar. Things change really quickly. So let's stick with it and, see how it shapes up.
We can't wait to watch. Congratulations. 6 wins now for Joseph Newgarden at the Iowa Speedway. Kevin.
It's probably pretty hard to say anyone had the drive of the day or the weekend other than Joseph Newgarden, but you can make a really strong argument for Felix Rosenqvist from 16th up to 4th. Did you surprise yourself? Did you expect to have much of a chance to be fighting for a win late in this race?
Yes and no. I mean, we've been strong here previously. I thought we all had a bit of a tough day as a team yesterday. I mean, Pato did a mega performance, but yeah, today the car was really good. I think Aaron McLaren and NTT Data, just big thanks to them. Turned the car around really good, and we also fun race. We were one lap behind at one point, and from there on, we had 2 really, really good stints in the middle. The last stint was initially really good, and then struggled a little bit at the end. And the last restart, I don't know. I have to look at it, but I felt like Will kind of pushed me up in the marbles. I was very lucky to finish the race, to be fair, because I was full lock, just, waiting to see where I was going to end up. So, yeah, never been more bummed about a 4th place. But anyways, it was a good drive, and, those last lap things can end up, either way, as we saw in Indy. So, hell of a day for us, and glad we have some momentum going.
The reason I asked if you were surprised, because this is a backup chassis and it had not been to your liking. What did you find during this race to be able to compete?
No, I think, it's just a matter of readjusting a bunch of things. None of them are the same. So, I topped the car in Toronto, so we kind of had to restart a little bit. And I think that set us back on day 1 here. But But yeah, in that sense, I was pretty surprised that we found such a leap. You know, yesterday I think we had a maybe top 12, top 11 car, and today we had a car to win. So that's a phenomenal turnaround. So it's huge thanks to the team. It gets gnarly out there, so I'm happy to bring it back, and wish I was on the podium though.
Well done. Equals his best oval finish of 4th.
What a race. What a weekend we have had. Joseph Newgarden taking the race win. Okay, so let's get the thoughts of our punditry team then out here in the box today before we wrap up the action. Josh T, you'll come to you last, it's your birthday. So, Omi, coming to you, what have you made from this one here? Interesting weekend, and that's it, all done. Everything wrapped up nicely.
Yep, everything wrapped up nicely indeed. Incredible way to end the whole weekend of motorsport action. It was Formula One's Hungarian Grand Prix wasn't the best. I think the feeder series for Formula One also under-delivered, but IndyCar absolutely did deliver at the Oval. So incredible, absolutely incredible. This race was in IndyCar, and the championship battle I think it might be interesting going into the next few rounds.
And Josh T, has your birthday been good? We've kept you a little bit too long, but go and celebrate it now. Go on.
Yeah, it's been good, and Joseph Newgarden, absolutely amazing drive. Once again in Iowa, he finished here first in 2016. He started second that day, and then he won here 2020 race 2. He started first then, and then 2022 race 1 he won, started second again, and then yesterday he started third, and today he started 7th. So if Joseph Newgarden starts in the top 10, he's strong around here.
Well, my thanks to Omi, my thanks to Josh T, and yesterday thanks to Sinsel and to Adam as well. My thanks to Tom earlier on in the weekend, Megan Birch, Ian Birch as well, and everybody who's graced us with their presence on the broadcast, and to Richie as well for practice 3, and good luck to Richie. He's racing as well in One Hub tonight as well, so it's been a great one. My thanks to you both. Finally, a happy birthday to Josh T as well, valued member of the team. Happy birthday. We will see you 7 days time, where it's a busy weekend. Formula 1, 2, 3, Porsches, touring cars, oh yeah, and a World Championship to decide with Formula E's season finale. You can join us all for that next week. From us all here, though, we're going to go have a break. Good night to you all.